Are you thinking about selling your home, but you have no clue where to start? Look, I understand. Now, if you guys don't know who I am, my name's Chakits. I specialize in social media marketing. I specialize in sales. This is all I do. If you have a property that you want to sell, it is very important that you actually contact me, because I'm going to show you exactly my 21 steps, my proven steps to get your property sold for top dollar. I have testimonies after testimonials. So if you are considering selling your home, you need to give me a call and let me show you my process on how I can get you top dollar and sell your home quicker and faster than any other brokerage out there. All right, see you guys at the closing table. All right, what's up everybody? Another day, another property home tour. If this is your first time tuning into this channel, my name's Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas. I am a licensed real estate agent out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So today I am here in the city of Henderson, in this beautiful Mass Plain community of Cadence. Now, I'm over here in this neighborhood. It's actually called Glenmore 2, right? And all these homes are actually built by Century Communities. Now, this is their last standing inventory. It is a corner lot on this one. So this one features a single story that is 2,213 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath with a 2-car garage. Now, this corner lot right here, the asking price for this home is $262,240. Not too sure how they came up with that price, $240 at the end. Kind of crazy, but let's take a look at it. So the standing inventory, this home, there's a couple things that I see that I would probably address. As far as like the pavers, definitely needs to be cleaned. Now this home is facing east, okay? So as you can see, the sun exposure is going to be in the back of the house. Let's take a look what we got here. We have a track system, which is nice for your pest control. Got the sensors for the coach lights. Okay, walk over this grass here. Let's go take a look at this corner lot. Let's see what this actually looks like in this neighborhood. Today is a beautiful day here in Vegas. Matter of fact, it was raining a couple days very hard to the point where it was actually hailing. So here's the model right there. Main Street. This is the whole neighborhood. Looks like your cluster mailboxes right off to the side of your home, so that's nice. On this side of the street, there's no parking. Alright, let's go take a look. See what's going on. Let's see if this is actually worth the $622,000 that they are asking for. We do have a sewer clean out right there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. With these standing inventories, you need to make sure you do the full inspection. According to these tiles, I definitely would make sure that these are painted white for sure. Century Communities, the builder, there's a couple things that I don't like about Century, and I'm going to be very transparent with you. When it comes to the home inspection, they do not want you to do the home inspection a couple days before the final walkthrough, because initially the final walkthrough, as a consumer, it is your right to go through the property to make sure anything that you're not happy with for them to fix, right? Because whatever you guys sign and agree at that time when you guys do your final walkthrough, those items have to be done before you close. But what they want is, no, we will only let you do the inspection during the walkthrough, but the inspection takes 2 hours. So by the time you're done, they say send over the home inspection report. But then when you send it on over, whatever needs to be done on the request for repairs will be done. But the home inspection report, they're going to tell you, hey, you need to do this after we close. I mean, who wants to buy a product, right, to find out that things still need to be done and they want you to go to customer care? I think that is bullcrap. Now, there's 3 builders that play these type of games, okay? And I might do a video on it and explain how it all actually works. If this is something you guys are interested, let me know, Okay, so this is one of the bedrooms up in the front, which is pretty decent size. Okay, this is a junior suite. Here we have our coax cable here, and then we have our half hot here. Now, one of the problems that I'm starting to notice with a lot of people when they run low voltage, they do not know how to spec out their home when it comes to low voltage and how to maximize the cost of doing low voltage based upon how you want to run your system for your house. Because now with all the smart technology, right, you're using Wi-Fi. The problem with the Wi-Fi, if you don't have enough bandwidth, it's like a freeway. You have 8 different lanes, you're splitting everything up, now it's clogging the line. But I can show you how to save more money on the build time, right? As far as how to utilize certain equipments to maximize your potential and to get the needs that you're looking for. Now, a couple things I've noticed here, and this is things that you need to take a look at. Here, the walls are not that flat here. We do have a little bit wave here, but this is an easy fix that tells me it was probably not shimmed correctly. And this is not to talk bad about the builder. This is to inform you as a consumer when you're buying something like this. These are things that you have to look out for. So we have 10-foot ceilings, as you can see, which is a plus because it opens up your home. With an 8-foot door, it makes it even better. It's not going to look right when you got a 6'8" with a 10-foot ceiling. We do have a transfer duct here. Now coming into the bedroom, one thing that I do see here is make sure that the pad that's underneath is tucked up a little bit more so that way we can cover all this, okay? Tub shower combo. I definitely love this standard tub here. This one, they upgraded white shaker cabinets. The sides need to be painted a little bit. And we have Collier fixtures. Okay. I'm going to just turn some of these lights off as we go along, because today we're just kind of like hanging out, just enjoying the weather here. And just going back to the basics. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see this right here in this corner. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. So these are straight edge cornering. So what happens is when you put up your walls, you have the frame. So this is a 2x6 here, a 2x6, then you have a drywall. Then what happens is now you get a metal cornering that goes here. It's about 1 inch here, 1 inch here. This gets nailed to the drywall, right? Then you spray the texture. But as you can see, we already have cracking that's taking place. So it's not leveled. So what happens is as the home expands and contracts, you can see where that metal sheeting is, okay? And this is how they form this straight edge cornering. But as you can see, we do have some cracking here. Now, this just needs to be mudded and retextured. So that's something that I want you to keep an eye on. But as you can see, it's not as flush. Here, this is kind of like more like a game room at this point, right? Or this could be a flex space, a den, whatever you want to call it. This one, we do have a Smurf tube and the coax cable. And this is what I'm talking about. These run about $175 a piece. This is called a 1-in-1. Look, before you guys even go through the spec build, right? This is the reason why it's so important to hire me. The first thing you need to identify, number one, is what is it that you're looking to do when it comes to a smart home? Are you adding cameras? If you're adding cameras, should you run Cat 6? Or you should do Wi-Fi. If you do Wi-Fi, it's going to be cheaper, but then now you need an outlet, a plug, some sort of, 110 source to power that. So these are things that you really have to think of, okay? And if you're going to go online, where do you put your Cat 6? Now, should you do Cat 6 or what devices you should go with Wi-Fi? So like, let me give you an example. Like for me, I have camera systems, right? I have the Ring doorbell, I have the garage. I connect it all through one app because you don't want to have multiple apps. Now my cameras are all ran through Wi-Fi. So that's one freeway that we're going down when it comes to internet. but everything else is all hardwire, Cat 6, but then I have a Cat 6 that I actually have a booster for my devices, but also depending on where my boosters are, because it only covers so much ground. So I have one internet access that just controls all my cameras. Then everything is all hardwired like my TVs, but I'm not using a coax cable. I'm using power over Ethernet. But if you got Cat 6, is a Cat 6E, right? There's a difference between Cat 6 and Cat 6E. Cat 6E has better conduit. It conducts more power. So I'm running that to like all my TV, my computers, right? But then I have another Wi-Fi signal that is not attached to my cameras. It's only attached to my phone or my laptop if I choose to, and my iPad. Then when guests come over, they have their own Wi-Fi. So that way you're never losing connection, right? You want to make sure your data and your speed is constantly running. All right, so let's take a look at this kitchen here. So we have a nice island, beautiful quartz, love the style, love the veining, upgraded obviously with a 2-inch front face, okay? However, I can tell you right now, we do have some certain areas that need to be buffed out very well. One thing I would highly recommend is PPF, okay? Right over the top of the countertops, very important. Let's take a look at the island. Island's actually in pretty good condition here. I do see a couple scuff marks on the toe kicks. That would definitely have to be addressed. Obviously, this was upgraded with the under-mounted sink and also the faucet, and also for your purification system. Looks like this one we have an RO system with the filtration system as well. We have the air regulator, which is really nice. That is a plus on here, okay? These are going to be shaker cabinets, but they're not going to be overlaid cabinets, and they're going to be fast closing cabinets. We do have the push garbage disposal. Let's take a look at the Whirlpool appliance. This is not going to be your top grade. However, I mean, it's a dishwasher. For us, this is just to place our dishes. Now, let's take a look at the cabinets itself. 42 upper cabinets with a 3-inch crown. Some of these you can see where the nails are, so that could be addressed during the inspection. We do have a backsplash here with some gray Schluters, which is nice. It definitely pops. The cabinets, you're definitely going to have to add hardware. The problem is that once you add the hardware, you will void the warranty just for the front cabinet itself. So just keep that in mind. The backsplash, pretty decent, not my style. However, with the white grout lines, you will run into some problems with some grease. Make sure to seal the hell out of those things, okay? Let's pull out some of these cabinets to see if they're pull-out cabinets, okay? On this one, we just got some standard generic bumpers here. We got the microwave, and we have the electric oven, which is real nice. This is the 220. And then we have our 36-inch, okay, countertops. Now, let's go back over here. Let's see what we have. We have the powder room. On this one, the toilet is very low. This is the cheapest grade toilet that you can get. Also on the sink, the pedestal sink as well. It is not your top tier. The garage, let's go ahead and identify this garage and see what we have on the garage. So in this one we have the lift master that's connected to the MyQ. So here's the thing, we also have a Rainbird system, okay? So now we are identifying Rainbird system and also MyQ app. So if you have an alarm system, what does it actually connect with? That device that you have for your keypad, you need to make sure, is it compatible with the MyQ and also the Rainbird system as well, okay? Because the last thing you want to do is have all these different devices and you have 5 different apps. And this is where I can help you with the low voltage. based upon the functionality of your home with your lifestyle, what systems that we need to get and what we need to install for low voltage to save you money, but also maximize the potential of the lifestyle that you're trying to live with a lower cost, right? Here we have the 220. This is with the Tesla. This should be a 40 amp breaker, okay? We have an outlet here. We need to identify with this outlet, is this a dedicated breaker? Is this just a 20 amp? Because if you put a refrigerator here, you could actually trip the breaker and the refrigerator goes down. Here we have the soft water loop, which is great. Nice high ceilings, I definitely do like that. One thing I don't like about Century is that we only have one main line, but we don't have a shutoff valve for your irrigation system. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, here, you hear that? We've got Delta flying over. So, if you are interested in this home, but you don't really care for the noise, but you're gonna pretend that, hey, that airplane noise, 24/7, give me the best deal. I guarantee we could probably get this a lot lower than 620 in today's market. Oh, so the upgrade on here is we've got the laundry room here. They added the sink and the clean out, okay, which is great. But they didn't do the shelves. This is the standard shelves. But let's take a look. What does this smart panel have? Okay, so I can tell you right now, they're using all coax cable for the TV. Guys, if you guys are streaming TV and you are pretty much online, nobody really uses this. This is just nice to have this option, but the problem is that now you have multiple splitters here, okay? So think about this. So the Smurf tube, they don't have fiber optics yet. Once fiber optics come to here, right now you just have at the DMARC, you have one of these coming into your house, and then we're going to have a bunch of splitters here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 splitters. Okay? This is going to slow down your internet speed. Okay? When you get your modem and your router, what you want is from the modem and the router, really connect this to it, right? And these are all your Cat 6. Well, the Cat 6 is a lot faster than this right here. So if you can get your TV to go through here, oh man, you're going to stream a lot faster, guys. I'm telling you. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that with low voltage. Here is the primary closet, but they added this door here, which is a plus for me. Look, I'm not your regular real estate agent. I literally walked you through the whole process of the build. I mean, you can watch anybody else on like YouTube that's doing video home tours, but they ain't gonna take it to a whole nother level like how I am. You've got this nice 120 fireplace right here. It does spit off a BTU. Now, as I'm walking around here, one thing that I realized and I was able to identify is this is what I would like to have fixed. So I'm coming in. I don't know if you guys can catch that or not on the floor. Let's see here. See that blemish right there? I can see it on the camera. Can you? So this is what happened. This part right here, number one, it's a little bit low. There was probably a chip here. They filled this up. They sanded it. But then the problem is that after you sand this tile, you see that? You'll never get that sheen again. Technically, what I would do is say, hey, rip off this tile, replace another tile here. And I don't know. Can you see that dip? So we have a nice 16-foot slide, I believe, on this one. Now here's something I want to show you. No other agent knows this, but only me. That's right. Okay. I'm about to show you something that no other agent will show you. And here's the reason why. Okay. Number one, I do a lot of inspections. I sell a lot of homes. I do a lot of research. This is the stuff that I'm into. And just this one tip alone, okay? Out of all the other YouTubers that are doing video home tours, they're about to learn something right here if they watch this. This is a slide. Technically, this also opens up too as well, okay? So how this works, this slides open, okay? This also slides open. Reason why this door doesn't go all the way through, because you have this right here. If I actually lift this thing up, watch this. Okay? You'll see what I'm talking about, guys. Watch this. Okay? Oh, that one's stuck. Hold on. You see what I'm talking about? Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, so what I gotta do is take this up, but okay. All right, can't do it with my nails now. But what I'm trying to say is, the reason why these things actually stop because you have these down the middle. Okay, so this is for the second track. The door stops here. If I put this one out right here, okay, that whole door will slide open too as well. Does that make sense? So this is preventing that third door to open. If I take this off, right, which is I took the second one off, if I take this one off, they both can slide open. But the problem is that I don't have my nails where I could pull this up. But my point here is this, okay? Say if you're not home at this time. Hold on, let me put this back. Say if you're not home at this time. Somebody hops your wall. They take this off, they take this off. Guess what? They will be able to break in to your house. Yes, they will be able to take this off when you're not home. Now, this door is locked, right? This door is locked, but because they took that off, they took this off, this door right here will be able to slide. Now, if I had a screwdriver, I would actually pry that up and show you. I thought I could actually pull it up with my nail, but I can't because this door has a little bit lip that pushes this door and it locks into here. This one pushes into this door and locks into here. So I just have to remove the second one and the third one. All this would slide. You're thinking this is locked, which is it is, but the problem was now they can actually come into your home. So a quick tip on how to prevent that is you need to make sure that you actually have screws in here so that way this door never slides open, okay? So you just have to have a screw, but make sure do not break that glass. So just something that I think is so important that you just need to be aware of. So that wasn't a good demonstration, but reason why I was able to do this is because I could get my finger up here and pull it. But to get this one out, all you do is take a screwdriver, shove it in, pull this up. As soon as that is up, this whole door slides open. That's it, and it's done. Side yard here, we do have a gas meter, a gas line, and also we have carrier here too as well. And I'm not going to walk down there, and the reason why is because this probably sounds bougie. Yes, it is. I just don't want to get my shoes dirty today. I got some brand new shoes on, guys. Okay, let's just close this. We got a thermostat here. Let's go take a look at this primary. Okay, that's a linen closet coming into the primary. Back of the house here. This is going to show you, you're going to have a lot of sun exposure. Never put your headboard here. Now, problem is you put your headboard here, sun exposure is here. If you feel this is going to be hotter than on this side of the house. That's just how it works. You've got two thermostats, one in the main living area, then here for the primary. That's probably a 2-zone, okay? Identify where your 2 zones are, okay? If you got one section of the house is blowing 78, here you got it at 75, right? You want to make sure where all that ductwork is, where that damper is, where you're getting a lower temperature. Here we do have the Smurf tube, which is a plus. Now coming into the bathroom, 42s on the vanity, which is really nice. Actually 36 on the vanity. Love that. Undermounted sink. And then we have our toilet. And again, closet. Now let's take a look at the shower. Definitely this was a upgrade. We got white tile. All this should be cleaned. And also, let's take a look here. Easy clean on the Schluters, but I would definitely seal the tiles. Alright guys, that is pretty much it for my video home tour. Hopefully you guys learned something today. And if you guys don't have a real estate agent, I definitely want to help you guys out. I want to help you through the process. And the only thing that we really charge is $640 for a transaction fee, you guys. Look, I can tell you this. Let me flip this camera around. Nobody loves real estate like I do. Okay? I have a passion for this. I'm not asking for your business. I'm looking to earn your business. So if you're thinking about moving out here to Las Vegas and you have another property that you want to sell, we can help you and find you the right agent to sell that home, and for us to do a transition where we take the money from that home to do a contingent upon a sale for a property over here that you want, and as we're under contract on that home with that agent, we're out here finding you a property contingent upon a sale. And what we'll do is help you to do at least a 10-day lease back for free. So once you close on the home, you have the money on here. We're closing on this home simultaneously, but then now you have 10 days to transition to do that smooth move into your new home out here, okay? We do it all the time. Now, if you are not aware or would like to learn how we could do this, give me a call. What I would like to do is schedule, and this is something that we're going to start to do here on out, where we don't even have to meet at the office. Let's do a buyer consultation, video consultation online, where I'll send you a link. You jump on your computer, we're face to face, and we can do the whole consultation for you. Whatever your concerns are, we could do that, right? So, guys, other than that, I wish you guys nothing but the best. Also, let me know what's your thoughts on the new mustache. All right, guys, other than that, I appreciate each and every one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. I'm Chakits with Simply Vegas, and be blessed, folks. Peace.